Welcome everyone to today's launch of ArtScreen 2021. I'm Kerry Comerford and I'm CEO of Accessible Arts, New South Wales' peak arts and disability organisation. I'm delighted that you can join us for today's event, which is one of our activities marking tomorrow's International Day of People with Disability, a day which provides a valuable opportunity to acknowledge, honour and celebrate people with disability and/or who are deaf, and the vital contributions they make to arts and culture here in New South Wales, across Australia and around the world. To begin today's event, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners on the land on which Accessible Arts operates, the Gadigal people of the Aurora Nation, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Always was, always will be. Accessible Arts has a proud 33-year history of working with and for community to accelerate and celebrate the diverse professional, cultural and social impacts of arts and disability in New South Wales. Our ArtScreen program is one of our current activities, and it's all about providing opportunities for artists with disability to empower their creativity and careers through the increasingly popular format of video art. This year's ArtScreen program was funded with a grant from the City of Sydney, and next year's ArtScreen program is being funded by the New South Wales Government through Create New South Wales, alongside another grant from the City of Sydney. To acknowledge their tremendous support, we now have some words of welcome from New South Wales Minister Don Harwin and City of Sydney Deputy Lord Mayor Jess Scully.
Thanks so much to all of you for participating today. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet. I'm speaking today from Gadigal land, and I pay my respects to the Gadigal of the Eora Nation and extend those respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and also to any other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders joining us here today. I'm delighted to be asked to launch ArtScreen. The New South Wales Government is proud to create opportunities for our creatives in the arts, culture and screen sectors who have a disability. Supporting the work of artists and screen creatives with disability is a priority area for the New South Wales Government's strategic investment from visual arts and design and live performance to screen production. Accessible Arts, the New South Wales Service Organisation for Arts and Disability, has a strong and respected record of achievement and leadership in the arts and disability sector, and indeed throughout the broader arts, screen and culture sector. The New South Wales Government provides core multi-year funding to Accessible Arts of $270,000 per year, as well as $55,000 project funding this year for the ArtScreen project. One of the hallmarks of the work of Accessible Arts is its success in bringing together partners to create exciting projects and other opportunities for artists with disability and to bring new artistic work to audiences. And the ArtScreen project has outstanding partners. I congratulate the City of Sydney, MCA, Bus Stop Films, Information and Cultural Exchange, Apple, and Prototype for being part of ArtScreen. In addition to Accessible Arts, the New South Wales Government invests in the key partners in this project, such as the Museum of Contemporary Art, a state significant organisation with outstanding collections, exhibitions and public programs, award-winning inclusive filmmaking organisation Bus Stop Films, and the Information and Cultural Exchange, better known as ICE. We need strong partnerships with artists and screen creatives with disability to ensure that their narratives and engagement with the world can be appreciated by everyone. ArtScreen is a fine example of what such strong partnerships can create. I congratulate artist and academic Deborah Keenahan, whose video work Little Things Matter from the ArtScreen pilot will screen as part of this launch today. I congratulate Accessible Arts and all the project partners for their commitment to the work of artists and screen creatives with disability. I want to encourage applicants to apply for ArtScreen to add your artistic vision, your talents, and your work to our cultural life. I look forward to seeing the wonderful work ArtScreen will produce.
Everyone, my name's Jess Scully and I'm the Deputy Lord Mayor of the City of Sydney. I'm really pleased to be here for this International Day of People with Disability event. Artists with disabilities are really important in our local community and they make unique contributions through their storytelling, their expression, their capacity to bring us into their worlds and to share their perspectives on the world. And that's why it's so important that we support artists with disabilities to tell their stories. And that's why I'm so glad that we're able to be involved with the ArtScreen initiative. It's a way to give people a platform to tell their own stories. It empowers people to explore their creativity and to build careers in the creative sector. And it's a really important way to provide audiences with new perspectives and new ways of seeing the world as well. The way that we create art, consume art, and enjoy creativity has really changed a lot in the digital age. We've all been experiencing art and creativity in a different way this year. And it's wonderful that artists with disabilities are able to explore new possibilities through programs like ArtScreen. So a big congratulations to everyone who's involved in this year's edition of ArtScreen and all the best to everyone who's participating in the program for the year ahead. I can't wait to see the results. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, Minister Harwin and Councillor Scully. Our ArtScreen program is all about levelling the creative playing field for artists with disability who don't get to develop their creativity and careers in the same way as artists without disability. ArtScreen addresses this by providing a valuable opportunity for artists with disability to explore the creative potential of video art and to advance their careers by having their work screened professionally at leading cultural institutions. Through ArtScreen 2021, 3 compelling new video artworks will be created by 3 professional artists with disability, who each will receive over $20,000 in production funding for their projects. The successful applicants will be mentored by 4 experienced video artists. Wiradjuri conceptual artist Amala Groom, acclaimed New York-based Australian duo Soda Jerk, curator and University of New South Wales art and design lecturer Dr. Zani Beg. The 3 artworks will then have a world premiere season at Sydney's Museum of Contemporary Art in December 2021 to mark next year's International Day of People with Disability. Video art streaming service Prototype will have the option to screen the artworks. The production budget includes $7,000 in equipment and facilities hire from Western Sydney Community Creative Hub, ICE, as well as support of students from Bus Stop Films' Accessible Film Studies program. Applications are now open and can be made online or in a range of other accessible formats. More information, as well as project guidelines, are available on the Accessible Arts website. Many thanks to all our ArtScreen 2021 partners for their participation and support. We are now looking forward to working with them to deliver some very exciting opportunities for artists with disability in New South Wales. Many thanks also to these same partners for participating in this year's ArtScreen pilot program, which of course brings us now to the world premiere of Deborah Keenahan's artwork. Deborah is a multidisciplinary artist working between video, performance, identity, and social engagement. Her artwork, called Little Things Matter, is a provocative social critique of the dehumanisation of people with dwarfism. In addition to screening next year at the MCA with the ArtScreen 2021 artworks, Little Things Matter will also be included in a larger video art project by Deborah that has recently been commissioned by the Australia Council for the Arts, which of course is a wonderful outcome for Deborah and the ArtScreen program. Deborah's mentor on the project was Dr. Zani Beg, and we'll hear from Deborah and Zani shortly. We'll also hear from Michael and Shay, 2 Bus Stop film students who crewed on Deborah's production. But right now, we're very proud to present the world premiere of Little Things Matter.
So, I had an accident on the way here. Boom! We get out of our vehicles. What happened? Why did you hit me? I said. I'm sorry, I am not happy. Not happy at all. He looks at me. So, which one are you then? Grumpy? Thank you. Thank you. You'd be surprised the number of strangers who were dying to tell me their favourite dwarf joke. How about this one? A dwarf is an abortion that made it. You like that one? The day I found out I was pregnant, I was overjoyed. I couldn't believe it. I was going to have a baby. I made an appointment with a highly recommended obstetrician. I was told he had expertise working with dwarf women. I sat, all excited in his office. Well, it's too late to do anything now, he said. You should have come to me earlier. I could have done something about this. And then he leaves. Don't be upset. It's just a little thing, people said. A while later, I gave birth to my gorgeous baby girl. Little things matter. She grew up to be an amazing woman, and I went back to dating. In my online profile, I wrote, I am a proud, intelligent, sexy woman with dwarfism. Some responses from online suitors. Big boy Brian. I guess the wedding's off then. Stud Muffin 78. Can you even have sex? Too hot to handle. If I'd have known you really looked like that, I wouldn't have wasted my time on you. How deep is your love, 69? I think you're a really lovely person. But I'm sorry, I just can't get past this whole dwarf thing. It's not you, it's me. He's right. It is him. And the dwarfism is me. You hear people say, respect must be earned. But why can't respect just be given? I mean, when you look at me, you see something funny, something to mock, something to toss. It's just a little joke. It's just a nudge, a wink, a smirk. It's just a photo. Why should I even try to earn your respect? You may think these little things don't matter. But I hold on to one little thing. My dignity. And little things matter.
Congratulations, Deborah, on a really wonderful film. And it's been an absolute pleasure to work with you as mentor for the ArtScreen project. I just want to begin by, could you tell me a little bit about your proposal to ArtScreen? What work did you start out wanting to make? What was the story that you wanted to tell?
Well, it always was intending to be a monologue, and that's what it ended up being. It is actually very close to what it was from the actual initial proposal, which we did need to modify due to the COVID situation. So that made a difference to the situation in which we filmed, and also the number of extras and the number of technical people we could have on board.
Your project has grown a lot since your original proposal. Can you talk about how the project's evolved and what it has become?
Well, Little Things Matter has become one screen of a larger 5-screen project, but it is very central to that project. So it's, what can we say, almost the capstone of the larger work.
And what was it like performing your own story?
In the actual process of writing the work, that was an emotional exercise, and it was emotional in the sense of identifying what to include, the telling of those stories, but then editing those down into a punchy, understandable narrative. It became incredibly emotional actually doing the filming. Although it's a short film, it took, what you see was 1.5 days filming, of solid filming, and that was emotionally draining, but also at the end of it, emotionally exhilarating.
What team did you need around you to make your film happen?
Well, I would actually say almost any art project, but certainly with video and film, it is a team exercise. And there are many more people behind the scenes than what there are on the screen. The credits really don't do it justice as to how many people assist in the journey. I always feel like I haven't adequately acknowledged all of the people who really assisted along the way.
How important was the support provided by Accessible Arts in helping you get this work off the ground?
Immensely. I can remember when I got that email saying I actually won the ArtScreen thing. It was like, because you can't do any such work without funding support. ArtScreen actually giving yourself as a mentor, I mean, how many times was I on the phone to you?